Hello and good morning. Welcome to Yoga with Lucas. My name is Lucas, and today we're going to do a 50-minute vinyasa flow. It'll be a little bit more mindful and gentler today. So, in the spirit of mindfulness, let's begin in a seated posture, sitting on a block or a cushion. If you have that, you can go ahead and roll out your mat and have some water nearby. You're open to play some music if it helps you to get into the yoga mood. And then go ahead and either close the eyes or gaze at a single point. Begin to focus on your breath. And begin to deepen and lengthen the breath. So breathe into the belly, the chest, and the shoulders in that order. And then breathe out from the shoulders to the chest to the belly. And continue like this. Observing the expansion and contraction of the lungs. Let's take a breath in for a retention, so holding the breath. So take a deep breath in and hold it. And then smoothly let it go. Let's do one more breath. Take a deep breath in and hold it. Notice what you feel as you hold the breath. Holding for as long as feels good. And letting it go when you're ready. Let's flutter open the eyes. Let's do a bit of tense and release here. So we're going to inhale and squeeze the hands in. So make a fist. You can bring your hands up towards your ribs. With the exhale, release the hands. With your breath, inhale and squeeze. And exhaling, letting it go. Feel more like that with your breath. Nice and smoothly, right? So inhale, squeeze it in, draw it in. And then with the exhale, smoothly let it go. A couple more like that. Awesome. Let's shake the wrists out. And let's do the same with the shoulders here. So we're going to actually flex the fingers out this time and shrug the shoulders up, squeeze the arms. Inhale. And exhale, letting it go. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades. Activate the biceps and the triceps. And letting it go. Again, as you inhale, slowly squeeze it in. Raise up the shoulders. And then exhaling, letting it go. So we're creating this tension. We're drawing this tension into the body, and we're going to work it out through our practice. Let's do a couple more. Now let's shrug the shoulders. And the arms as well. You can take the arms in circles. And get both directions. The pollen is flowing this time of year. Excuse me. All right, let's reach our arms up. Wiggle our fingers, press down into the heel. Find a bit of a wiggle through the back. Inhale and exhale, turn to your right side. Take your left hand either in between your legs or to your knee for a deeper. And use your breath to take you to the edge of the stretch. And let's take it up to the top. And then over to the left side. Right hand in between or to your knee. Taking it back to center, we're going to bring the chest forward with your inhale and raise the chin up. With your exhale, dome your spine. Relax the chin. All right, moving with your breath. Staying very mindful and present with the movements too, watching the mind as you move. On this inhale, we're going to go a bit deeper by opening up the jaw. And then this time as we hang the head, let's stay here and wag the head from side to side. Begin to take some semicircle movements over to one shoulder and down and over to the other shoulder. To center, we're going to look right and look left, and again, looking right and looking left. Let's go to neutral and come on down to the back. You can hold your knees and roll on down the spine. Bring the knees into the chest. Let's circle out the knees. Drawing the knees up and together, and then out and apart. Down and together. Up and in, out and down. And switch directions. Sit the feet flat. Take the arms out. We're going to rock the knees from left to right, but independently, right? So let the left knee come all the way down, and then let the right knee meet, and let the right knee go all the way over and down. The left knee's going to be nice and slow, feeling into the hips. Let's get a couple more. Find a nice rhythm, nice flow with the movement. And now go and take your block. Grab your block in between your hands and squeeze the block in. We're going to float the knees, right? And we're going to pedal the feet. So you decide how much you want to reach the feet out. You can keep the feet nice and close to the hips and do some small pedals, right? Or if you want to take some broader movements and get more activation, go for it and enjoy wherever you're at, wherever you want to be, wherever you happen to be, enjoy it. Squeezing that block in, gripping the block. Let's go the other direction. Back it up. Beep, 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 beep. Let's take a nice full body stretch. Take the feet wide. Find a nice star on the ground. Reach it out. Point and flex through your toes. Wiggle through your fingers. Find a yawn with me. Let's take a deep yawn. Inside, outside. Awesome. Let's go ahead and clasp opposite shoulders here. Take a couple breaths. Reach it out. And then opposite arm on top. Clasp your shoulders again. Take a couple deep breaths. Let your breath take you to the edge of the stretch. All right. Awesome. Now, we're going to rock onto our right side. We're going to float the top foot. We're going to pulse the top foot. And get in between 5 to 15 of these, just depending on the strength of your obliques, maybe the heaviness of your leg this morning. And then when you're done with that side, let's rock over to the left and to the other side. Float the right foot. So good for the rest of the body, right? We strengthen the hips. It's going to strengthen our lower back. It's going to strengthen our knees. We're going to rock onto the right side. We're going to do something a little different. Now we're going to do the bottom leg. So you're going to float the bottom leg. Feels a little bit more awkward, I assure you. Very good for the body. Pulsing that bottom leg. Maybe you pulse the arm too if you want to activate a little bit more of the body. And then we're going to, once you've neared exhaustion, you don't need to go all the way to exhaustion. Once you start to feel it, go over to the other side, pulse the bottom leg again on your left. Right, and you can do the arm too. I want to bring in more of the body. All right. Let's bring our knees in. And we're going to come to a boat pose. Okay. So rock onto a boat. You can take a few more rocks. If you want to rock back and forth, go for it. All right. Come to the middle of your mat and clasp underneath of your thighs, just behind your knees, and balance on your tailbone. So use your core, right? Open up the heart a bit. Nice, straight, strong spine. Balance on your tail, float your feet, and find some peace. Find stillness. If you're seeking more activation, you could release the arms and bend straight through the legs a few times. And as you're ready, we're going to cross the feet. Come forward. Let's come to a tabletop pose here. Spread your fingers wide, stack the shoulders over the wrists, the knees over, hips over the depth of the knees, and take some intuitive movements here. Just move in the way that feels good for you. You're welcome to check me out for inspiration. I encourage you to listen to your own body. Ask your body how it wants to move. Right? So many things we can do here. All right, let's come together. Let's do some movements together. So we're going to tuck our toes here. We're going to lean back, pressing into the hands, getting a nice toe stretch. You can rock the head from side to side. Maybe you walk the hands in to get more action on the toes. Let's untuck our toes and then let's sit back. So we get a nice counter stretch on the toes. As long as this feels okay for your knees, let's walk the hands back here. Let's open up the chest, press the belly up, press the heart up. Keep on expanding across the chest. Relax the head. Now we're going to gently stack it back up, Vajrasana. Let's come to hare pose or rabbit pose. Taking the head down, we're going to take the hands behind the back, shifting forward to the crown of the head. Lift the arms up overhead. You're welcome to take any adjustment that feels good for you, so find a way to make this work for you. If the bind doesn't feel so good, you can let it go. And let's all come to a child's pose. Take the knees wide and bring the hips back to the heels. Take a couple breaths here. And then we're going to shift forward to a Sphinx pose. You're welcome to move the elbows a little bit further forward. If you want to modulate the stretch on the lower back, this will make it more of an upper back stretch. If you want a more lower back, you can bring the elbows in. All right. Take your hands underneath your shoulders. Let's press up. Let's press right into a down dog. Down dog for 3 breaths. Finding the shape. You can bend your knees, but get a nice strong line through the spine. Let's lower the knees here. Let's take some cat-cows. Inhaling, dropping the belly. And exhaling, rounding the spine. With your breath. Come on down to your forearms. Let's take the right leg back. Let's bend the knee. Let's rotate the hip open. Inhale deeply. Good exhale, bring the knee towards your nose. A couple more like that. And lower it down. Let's see the other side. Left leg back, bend the knee, rotate the hip, deep breath in. Exhale, bring it forward. Lowering it down. Coming up onto the palms, let's shift forward to a Cobra Pose. Stacking the bones in the arms. Keep some engagement in the hips. Grip through your fingers. Feel your strength here through your arms. And then we're going to make our way to down dog. In your down dog, pedal out the dog, so bend and straighten through the legs. And then bend the knees, inhale, look forward. And walk the feet up to the top of the mat. And rise all the way up to stand. Coming to Urdhva Hastasana. Reaching nice and high. Pressing down with the feet, reaching up with the arms. Bring the hands to the heart. Let's take a cleansing breath together. Deeply in. And sighing it out. Let's rock a bit from side to side. From left to right. And let's find some balancing postures here. So let's come to a tree. You're welcome to use your environment to help you, or you can just freestand and bounce. So stand on the right foot. Take the left foot up to the ankle, the calf, or the thigh. Let's take the hands to the heart. Working with your sense of balance today. So let's come to a really nice point of stillness. Find your stillest, most well-balanced position. And then work on closing the eyes for a few seconds at a time. Do 3 seconds, then open them up and get really prepared again, and then do another 3. All right, let's take it out. Let's shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out. Light in the hips, slide the knees, take your hips from side to side. And let's go over to the other side. Left foot rooted down into the earth. Take your right foot up where you like it. Starting in Anjali Mudra with the hands connecting. Again, find a point of stillness and balance. Work on closing the eyes. All right, reach it up and lower it down. So let's do a fun shaking series. First, shoot through the fingers. Bring the breath into it. All right, we're going to inhale up and exhale down. And as you do so, lighten the hips, lighten the knees. So we bring some shaking to the body as we do the breath. Couple deep breaths in, deep sweeps up. Take a nice balanced standing posture. Slow breaths. Observing the mind. Wonderful. Let's take a warrior one to the front of our mat, left foot forward. Let's take our feet on train tracks so we have some extra balance here. All right. Reach the arms up high. Keep the biceps by your ears. Inhale. Exhale, lean forward, and then we're going to take the arms and sweep them back in line with our back leg. Inhale. Straighten the torso, reach the arms. Exhale, lean forward and sweep. Beautiful with your breath. Let's do two more. And open up to a warrior two. Flip your front palm, reverse. Warrior two, inhale. Exhale, we're going to spin the back heel up as we bring the front hand in and take the back palm forward. Yoga Ninja, inhale. Foot comes down, reach the arms up. Exhale, foot comes up. Press forward. Let's do a couple more. Feel it in your right hand and send it forward. Good. Inhale, reach out. Flip your front palm, warrior, reverse warrior. With your front hand to your thigh, reach your back hand up high. Maybe you come on down to the forearm for a side angle. Inhale, and exhale, take your top hand down to the mat. Left hand high to the sky. Option to lower your back knee. Option to take a block underneath of your front hand. Low lunge twist. Remembering to breathe and to soften the space around the breath. In twists, it's good to breathe into the core as well. So breathe into the ribs. We'll give you some strength for extra twisting. Okay. Let's take the left hand down. We're going to rock onto our left side. For a side plank option to take a block under your bottom hand. If you want to power up, you could straighten both legs. All right, you decide where you want to take the practice. Feel your alignments. And then high to low. Take a breath. And then exhale, vinyasa. Taking the body to 90 degrees in the elbows. Right, shift it forward. And exhale to a down dog. Walk up to the top of your mat. And then rise all the way to stand. Reach up nice and high. Take your hands to your heart. Take a moment to observe the thinking mind. And let's come back to our physical practice. Let's face the other side of the mat. Right foot forward. Take your feet onto train tracks. Warrior one. Reach the arms up high. Inhale. And with the exhale, lean forward and sweep the arms. Spark the fingers in line with your back leg. Inhale up high. And exhale, we lean forward, sweep back. Good, once more. We're going to open up to warrior two. Adjust the feet, flip your front palm, reverse. And back out to warrior two. All right, so reach nice and long, inhale. With the exhale, spin the back heel up, reach that left hand forward and right hand back. Good, inhale, out long, externally rotate the thigh. Then press your front thigh forward. Good. Inhale, reach it out. And exhale, take this left hand and forward. All right, let's do a few more. Feel it. Feel like you're sending some energy out of that left hand. And then inhale, draw it back in and out. Once more. Inhale, warrior two. Flip your front palm, reverse. Inhale to prepare. And exhale, front hand to the thigh. Reach your back hand up to the sky. Option to take the forearm down for a side angle. Reach it up. And then we'll take it down. Spin the back heel up, low lunge twist. Right hand to the sky. Option to find a block. Option to find a prop. And take the hand down, bring the knee back to tabletop and rock onto your right side. Again, option to use the block, maybe you straighten the bottom leg for a full Vashisthasana side plank. Find what feels good for you. Inhale to prepare. And exhale, high to low. Move through a vinyasa, your vinyasa journey. And then with an exhale, let's make our way to a down dog. From your down dog, shift forward to plank and lower all the way down. Take the arms out in the T. We're going to rock onto our left side. So take your right hand, or let's go on the other side so you guys can see me if you're not familiar with the move. Take the left hand underneath of your left shoulder. Rock onto your right side to pin your right arm back. This left foot is going to float up. Maybe it touches down behind you. And we're going to rock over to the other side. Same deal. Coming back to center, let's float everything up. Float the arms, float the legs. Lowering one cheek down to the mat for a breath. And floating everything up again. And lower your opposite cheek down to the mat. Float everything. Well, let's bend the knees. Let's take hold of the ankles actually, so it's a little different. Press the hips down. You should get a nice quad stretch through the legs. We're going to reach the hands forward, stack the palms under the forehead. And rock the heels left and right. We're going to press back and come into a seated pose. So come to a seat. And from a seat, let's take the feet together, take the hands behind you, and try some butterfly pulses here. Pulse a little bit faster, and then slowing down. And then just releasing, taking a couple nice breaths here, continuing to bring the belly forward, the sternum forward. And I'm going to take the feet a little bit further apart here. We're just going to rock from side to side. And then go ahead and come on down to your back. We're going to take a supported shoulder stand. So if you have a block, we take that block underneath of the sacrum, and you can take legs up the wall. You can take a bridge pose, right? Or you can just reach the legs up high and relax into the inversion. removing the block. Taking a figure four here. For this figure four, we're going to actually press the leg away. So take the left ankle on top of the right thigh. We're going to press the left knee away. And then switch. Pressing the right thigh away with the right hand. And drawing it back into center. Let's hold the knees here vertical of the hips. The lower back nice and flat. Take a couple breaths to really relax the lower back. We'll take a couple supine twists. So inhale center. Exhale, rock the knees over to the right side. Take the arms out wide, gaze the opposite direction. 2 more deep breaths here. And over to the other side. Back into center. Take any other final movements before Shavasana. So you can bring the knees in and sway from side to side or back and forth. Maybe you take a happy baby and take the soles of your feet. As you're ready, relax and open up long and wide. Take up space. Coming to Shavasana. Beginning to bring gentle movements into the fingers and toes. And gradually into the rest of the body. Reaching out and drawing in. Making your way to a seated pose. Let's wiggle the fingers. And let's close together with a breath. And a namaste. Thank you for sharing this practice this morning, and for sharing your breath, and for tuning in. Have a wonderful rest of your day and an awesome weekend. I will see you at the next class. Namaste.